Today, we're going to be looking at the Lovable app and see if we can create tools, apps, and full-on websites using AI. Now, unlike other generators and code builders that are powered by AI, this one has some features that I think can help us make a lot more money in a more simple way without having to understand code. A lot of the other code tools we've seen, we have to figure out where to put our logo, we have to know how to convert them into fancy files, we have to know how to get them over to our programmer if we're going to have them add stuff, we need to know where to put our affiliate program, and it seems very daunting for the average user who just wants to put some things up and make money. So, Lovable is promising that they're going to answer that and make it a lot easier for us. This one's going to be interesting. We're actually going to fire this up for the first time and see how it works. I have yet to build a full tool with this tool. I've gone through and messed around with it, but not fully. So, Alina, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. That's interesting because I see it like the only one now. This is very similar to Bolt, and I'm curious like what other features it's offering and in what way it can be better or worse. We'll see.
Yeah, and Bolt AI, I mean, that's like your best friend. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Tell us about how it's been. And I mean, this almost looks like a fancy knockoff of Bolt AI, but the back end, like we're going to look under the hood and see that the engine is quite different. But tell us about your experience with Bolt, having never really done coding, and now you're creating tools for our customers in a really cool way.
Yeah, first of all, it does look similar to Bolt, like the whole menu, the functions that it's offer right away. And as far as I've seen, it also prefers to write the applications on React and to give the opportunity to deploy this to Netlify as well as Bolt did. So generally, they're very similar. With Bolt right now, I'm mostly using it for the very simple tools, like I asked Bolt to switch to the regular JavaScript and HTML and CSS files and not to do anything complicated, so we can upload things directly on the customer's side. But Bolt can also do more complicated things based on the temples in the database that it has, which I also see here that it already has templates made on React, that it on the basis of these templates, it usually makes the new tools that you ask for it to do.
Yeah, and React is one of the more complicated ones, so having it convert is pretty cool. I also did see that once you're done creating your tool, when you go in here and you click on publish, you can actually publish it to either, I think they have like a website or something you can do, which is on the loveable.app, which is not my favorite way because, as you know, I like to have it on my domain and have it completely controlled, which in order to do that, we're going to use GitHub, which you would have to have a GitHub account, and then you can transfer it over to this, and then it will show up on your GitHub account, which is cool. Then you can just download it and use it on your site, which you'll see it is going to show up right like this. And you will have all the files which you can download as well. It looks like ChatGPT is trying to remind us of stuff. But going through...
My issue is also that it gives you the opportunity to download all these files, but again, they're running on React. So if you upload them to your site and you have a simple settings there, it will not run. It
won't work. Okay, so now have you tried going through and saying, hey, now convert this to PHP for
No, it's already there in the history. I opened this because of that.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Say, actually, let's convert it into simple
So you want me
HTML.
to say that in here?
Yeah.
Let's convert this to simple HTML for cPanel or just HTML?
No, just write it because it already has this context in the history of this one.
Cool. All right, so let's see how this comes up. And this is a pretty basic tool, so it's like a split test generator.
Yeah, you can scroll up. I basically asked it to make the tool. I asked it right away to write it in a simple way, which then he said me that I can do that, but there is also a template on React already that exists, and it would be easier to do it on the basis of React.
Okay, so this one here, it's converting it to this, and it does have a preview, which I like. That's pretty cool. So looking at this, it's showing you the files. I notice it does have this like not found thing, which is kind of interesting. One of the things I did like about Lovable is the ability to create full websites and to upload your image. So we can attach an image or a schematic. I'm pretty sure we can draw out what we want our app to look like, upload it, and it'll put that vision to reality.
That is a difference because Bolt can only create something similar to the images that you upload, or it can use the image that's already on the internet, just putting the link inside its code. But it cannot attach it that easily as Lovable can.
Got it. Let's see what that would look like. If I was to go over to something like, let's say, link in bio or something like that, or Linktree. If I was to go to Linktree and get a snapshot of what this looks like, so let's get a snapshot of the template, and I can say, I don't know if this is going to show on the screen, but the capture will once we're done. So we'll go like this, and we'll capture these right here. And then I should be able to, hopefully it'll copy and paste. I know with ChatGPT we can just copy and paste. Hopefully that is the case here. Let's see. It does. Excellent. So can we make a link in bio service website like this with a tracker, please? Let's see how it does. So this would be interesting because I like, one of the things I do with my programmer is I will draw something out and be like, here, I want this to go here. And he'll make it happen, which is pretty cool.
Like
so, yeah.
Giving a visual template of how you want it to look like?
Yeah, because a lot of times I don't know what the back end looks like. I mean, even still, I don't know using these codes. I don't know what React looks like versus PHP versus MySQL. You probably know more about it at this point than I do. And going through and looking at that and making it work. Okay, so we got an error. Okay, so we got our first error there. Let's make a link in bio service. It might be a little too complicated for it.
And again, like when Bolt appeared, there were a lot of mistakes. Right now, they fixed, I think every issue that I had with it before is fixed.
Got it. Welcome
so it
to
just
your
takes
blank
time to adjust.
Welcome to the blank app. Let's see.
No.
Maybe if we attach it, it would do it.
Maybe.
Okay, let's say, let's make a news curator site like this. Maybe it'll know how to do that.
Can it also be because we have other open?
It could be. Let's close.
Oh, it looks the same though.
Okay. Okay, so now it did take the question. Start building. Just, let's get rid of this.
Oh, there is a picture, yeah.
Yeah, so let's get rid of that and see if it'll actually do it here. Looks like it's a little stuck.
It is.
There we go. No preview found. Okay, there's our image. Copy image. Let's try again. Yeah, and this is what we ran into with the other one too. But I think if you can wade through it, it would work. And they do have like templates and stuff, which is kind of cool. That's more for like websites and things like that. Featured. Okay, hey, look.
Yeah, I feel like they were targeting more for something like design and graphic creation.
And I think that is a good thing because with Bolt, it is very programmer, simple app, done deal.
Yes.
Where sometimes I would want like a news curator or some kind of tool. Let's see. Please make a link in bio page generator. Something like that. Let's see if it'll do that. But going through, this should do it. Okay, so it's looking for the back end. What's cool about this too is it's like literally looking at GitHub for tons and tons of codes.
Oh yeah, that's nice because it finds like already working templates, already working similar things.
Yeah. So it does look kind of cool. Now while we're waiting for this one to wake up, tell us about some of the ones you created, and then we'll take a look at the template for one of the ones we're creating for a student who has, what was the website she's working on?
The last one, there was like a roof.
There was a roofing one, and then the language, something about language.
Oh, yeah, about English language, learning English.
Yeah, Learn English Now, I think it was. So let's take a look at that one and see what it would look like if we wanted to create tools for it, and see also, Learn English Now, there it is. Also looking at like, one of the things I liked about Bolt is it had the ability to think about, oh, what would a good tool be for this site? So I don't know if this one did. So let's see. So this one, the site definitely got a lot of traffic. So let's take a look at the pages right over here and see what it's about. So we got adjectives, Okay, so you could create like some kind of word generator.
No, actually, because I was an English teacher, I can tell you the best things you can generate is like simple exercises that are usually used on the learning platforms.
There you go.
Like choose the right article, for example, in the sentence, like a.
Oh, okay. So like a little quiz. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
like a dynamic quiz when you actually enter the answer and it checks it right away. So
I like
if it's
it.
correct, it's like green. If it's not, it's red.
Okay, so yeah, so for people looking, that's actually okay. Yeah, that
training
idea is way
exercise,
better.
There is like a lot of options of training exercise.
I
that
like
are
it. Cool. So for our generator here, it did the front end pretty good. I don't know how the back end looks. Like, does it allow us to change things? But it did do an okay version of this. It's got the your name, and it is simple, which is what I like. Like a lot of these link in bio services, they're terrible. Nobody ever clicks. So looking at that's pretty cool. Let's go through, let's see what it would be like. So to go to a new one, we're going to go to dashboard. Okay. So let's do, what would you ask it for the Learn English Now one?
Can you make an English language exercise?
English language exercise. You're going to see how terrible my English is.
It's okay to choose the right article for the gap.
Right. Article for the
Gap in the sentence.
like GAP?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So let's see.
Can you put in a sentence just in case I don't know how well it's going
a
to take this type of tasks?
If it's me, it'll be like, wait, overload.
What is it?
Need more coffee.
What do you want?
It's all. What if it just came back and it's like, well, Marcus, clearly you need to use this tool because you spelled about 4 words wrong in that one sentence. Okay, so let's see how the preview looks. And if we can create these, it would be kind of cool. So clean minimalist. It's faster than Bolt, that's for sure. And it's giving us the actual files here. So raw diff.
Oh wait, it's probably loading the raw first. I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to turn out because I never even asked Bolt anything like this before.
Yeah. No, it could be pretty cool. And then like maybe a drop down or something. And then Bolt was good. I remember Bolt was good at like 10 questions. Like you'd have 10 questions. And then, the quizzes were very good. And hopefully some of you use that to make money. We got a lot of students telling us they're doing the simple stuff and actually turning a profit, which is pretty cool. So now it's going through and making the pages, spinning up a preview. There is something nice about the little heart there. You don't mind waiting. You're like, so lovable. Chat with AI in the sidebar. Select specific elements to modify. Okay, here we go. Drum roll. Article exercise. I saw the elephant at the zoo. Now I think it'd be an elephant at the zoo. Haha, there we go. I'm smarter than a third grader. What was that TV show? She is the best student in class. All right, I'm doing good. Can you pass me a book? Pretty sure that's it. A book?
The book.
Oh, the book.
Because you want a particular one,
the book.
not any.
Yes. And then we have I need an umbrella. I think that's the correct way. I believe so. There we go. And then he bought, I'm going to say a. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, there we go. I did all right.
It's always funny to see how native speakers get through this test.
Well, I think your term native speaker is probably a little liberal for me because I, like English class, I would always do extra credit because I was good at creative writing. But I mean, as far as actual punctuation, I need to be kicked out of class. So there we go. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So this is like a nice little exercise. Let's ask it, what would some other cool tools for this site be? And then if we can convert it from React over to PHP or some kind of other service.
Yeah, I mean, you can always iframe React in your website. That's also an option. But yeah, if you want to, it probably can convert it since we already asked it the previous time and it didn't say something like no.
Yeah.
So it probably did convert it into simple HTML.
Cool. And then I wonder if, so let's see. So we have a couple of them. That's looking pretty good. And you had some SEO tools we wanted to make as well. Let's ask it, please make a logo for Learn English Now.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Let's see if it makes a logo. And that'll be interesting because if we can have it make a logo, upload the logo, and do the whole site, then we could create the whole thing in this tool. And I think as far as our programming skills, like I don't think React is too difficult to make work on a cPanel.
Yeah, you just need to set up
Yeah.
some of the
I'm sure.
permissions there or something.
Yeah, I'm sure you could probably do something like maybe, hey, that's not bad. Something like maybe ask your host provider, hey, can you make this? So he'll probably do it in 2 seconds. Usually they have good support. The ones we
Nice.
recommend
Okay.
do. So Learn English Now, that is a logo. This is the logo part. This is just words. So like I could screen capture that, but I have no problem with that. I would use that.
Yeah, that looks very good. That's kind of stylish and minimalistic. I like it.
Yep. And so let's say now make the other tools, and let's see if it can make a bunch of them. I mean, that'd be cool if I could just like.
I doubt it though.
Let's see. He might be nice. So let's see.
I might ask you what you want. That would be the best answer, actually.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, insert your credit card,
ones?
please. I noticed you want to implement the additional tools we discussed earlier. To keep things manageable, let's implement these features incrementally. Okay, a hint system, difficulty, nice. So it is going to do it. It's just going to take a bit. Which,
That's nice. That's a very good reasoning. It's like, whoa, they want more. I better save this one before it's gone.
Exactly. That is one thing I did notice with this is the saving. Is it saving a history pretty good?
Yes.
And then it also had the ability to see mobile, which is cool. I like that.
And it's already mobile friendly, which Bolt doesn't always do, I would say.
And this actually, like you could make a phone app like that. Because a phone app is just a website, you know, and if we can make this work like that, you know, and then just have, okay, so let's see. Added 2 key features, hint system. Let's just do 2. I don't know what it is, but we'll just do 2. What I want to ask it next, which is important for making money, is can you add a link at the bottom of all the tools to my affiliate program?
I think it's already said it's added them.
Oh, it did add them.
Yeah.
I noticed you want to continue. So where do I find it?
That is
Preview. Article gap filler. So that was the one we had. I noticed the alignment's a little weird, but that's okay. Let's see if it shrinks down.
I don't see, even if it implemented the difficulty choice, I don't see where it is, honestly.
I don't either.
Oh, maybe it's like depending on your answers it gives you. Oh, yeah, depending on your answers it gives you different questions.
Got it. Okay.
Maybe.
I think so, yeah. So it did that. Okay, so there's more. I got a 6 out of 5. Look at me go.
6 out of 5 is insane.
Okay, so here we go. Oh, so it's actually...
Oh, it was probably loading. It's the same thing as in Bolt when it writes the file a little later than it responds to you.
Got it, okay. And so that's like how you're doing. So it's not necessarily a new tool, it's just...
Yeah, I think it cannot do the new tool in the tab that you're already making a tool. So
Got it.
You gotta switch the next one or fully change this one.
So I would say for now, Bolt is better for multiple job. Like if you want to make...
Yeah, I see. It's like very close to it. It's just that I'm already used to Bolt, so I'll probably stay there. Plus, I feel like I know already some of the issues I face, so to solve them faster. But generally, it looks pretty nice, especially in the logo. And maybe like, let's ask it to make a better design for this page. I'm curious.
Okay. Let's fancy up the design.
I'm curious what it can do in this direction. Because Bolt is generally good at the designs, but not like very unique. But just the polished good looks is what it has.
Yeah, I like that it's clean. I think a lot of people go way too overboard with, you know, how their site looks. Okay, so it's going to do the index. And again, I'm seeing just a
Yeah, it's loading still, so it's working on the only my issue, I don't see the code here.
You know, I do see a restore feature, which is good. Because if something
I've seen there was
up,
an edit button. Maybe that's where you...
Edit.
In settings, maybe?
Settings, like here?
On the other corner.
This one.
Yeah, well,
This.
Yeah.
Manage, transfer, visibility, hide badge, rename. Danger zone. Error. Try to fix.
Okay, the error.
I like that it actually shows the error
Yes.
on the thing.
Yes.
Because I know Bolt, it just shows it in the logs. For the code present, I get the error below. It like actually...
It writes prompt for you.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, that's pretty cool. Let's first install the Framer Motion package. All right, well, don't know what that is, but, we're installing it.
Yeah, the only issue is like I explain why. Sometimes, especially when I write simple tools, I'd like to see the code to change colors. Because when you ask to change the colors, it means that I will need to rewrite the whole file just for changing one color, which is like not really efficient. So sometimes I will go to the code and I'll change to this color, see preview, change to this color, see preview. That's why I like to see it, but I mean, if they create it for somebody who doesn't want to see the code and just want to see the application, it might work better for them.
I would say also, you can look at what other people are doing and get ideas, which is, I mean, like this Crypto Explorer.
You know what I would do? Do you remember you asked ChatGPT to make a tool where it shows the combination of colors?
Yeah.
I would do that because if it's better in graphics, maybe it's better at this.
It could be. Yeah, so let's see. What I want to see is like, are people's tools getting ranked and do they have traffic? GPT Engineer, integrations, so that's a doc. Not seeing them getting ranked, so they might be locked behind like your,
They are
you have
probably.
the login. But like this here, explore the top 100 cryptos. This is a good tool this guy made. I can use this pretty easily. I mean, I can use this as like an example. That's pretty cool, like how he did that. I don't know how I feel having them hidden, but I think, or not hidden, I think you can hide them from the view. That was one of the things with the ChatGPT GPT store, is everything you made was public. So that I like that you can hide them. So you wanted to ask, let's make a color picker where someone chooses a color and gets matching good design paint colors. Something like that. And now when we did this with Bolt, it made, I mean, it was out of the box, upload to site, good quality. Let's see how close we get with this.
Yeah, but it was very simple. So
It was very
curious, will it be more?
Yeah. All right, let's see. I'll help create. He's going to help. He's not going to do it. He's going to help us. Interactive color picker.
It's like for you to feel better. Like
with a beautiful
we are
interface.
creating
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. He's
Not
like,
that I'm just sitting here.
yeah. He's like, come on, we're going to do this. I like that it's actually showing what the layers look like and everything. That's kind of cool.
I'm sure there is a button that actually shows the code. We just don't see it.
Probably, yeah.
Because there is a button exit, which means it's some kind of a field.
Got it. Okay. HSL var foreground, card foreground. It's interesting because you're going to learn code by accident. You're going to learn code before it's obsolete to be a coder. So by the time you're like, I got it, it'll be like, oh, AI doesn't, That's why he's being nice, saying, I'll help. Don't worry. He's like patting you on the head. He's like, don't worry. We got this. When in reality, he's like, no, I got this.
Yeah.
And then you see an error. He's like, I'll make the prompt to fix the error.
Yes.
You just sit back.
You just sit there.
We're going to do
just
this.
click one button.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. It is doing... Is
It's
this
rather
about...
long. It's probably going to be more complicated just from the look of it.
And does this take longer than Bolt?
Particularly this one does, but let's see what's the final result like.
Okay. Complementary. Okay, so here we go.
It's also, I noticed it's loading preview longer now than Bolt does, but again, it probably was like this when it just appeared.
Got it. If your project requires, I've created a beautiful color picker. Okay, do we have to hit preview?
No, it's already
Okay.
loading it.
Oh, there it goes. Color harmony.
Oh.
So we have choose your color. That's cool that it has that.
That is much bigger choice. That
Yes.
is much better.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Check
that's
this
better
out.
than
Let's,
the one we had before.
This is really cool. So now we can do...
You can choose literally anything. Yeah, that works.
That's
I
cool.
see what algorithm it chose to do, and it works. I like it.
So what algorithm is it?
It's probably like a mathematical
Okay. Got
count from the original number.
it. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so 9E, it's getting all the other 9Es. Let's see what happens if we go to 519. Yeah. Okay.
It's just based on the numbers, and it works, right?
It is.
They combine together well.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I'd want that in my room.
But do you? Oh, yeah, agree. It's like, it's not completely perfect, but it's much better than what we got before.
And copy is pretty cool. I wonder if we could say now match it to what's a popular paint company? Bear Paint Colors. Let's see if that works. I might understand it. It might not.
It might not. Yeah.
One of the cool things about these tools is it's going to search the database like crazy.
Yes.
Like it knows what to look for. It'll go find it and it'll do it for you, which, I mean, that
understands you pretty well too.
It does.
Because as a non-developers, we probably write a nonsense thing to it and it translates it back to the language it's supposed to be.
It's like, I understand Marcus.
Yeah.
It's like the coding language Marcus, which is like, make this do that thing over there.
Yeah.
And it's like, right away, sir. We got this. We will create it together.
This is the biggest problem the programmer world has. Like
Exactly.
when the user cannot explain what they actually want.
And also, like, so when I have my programmer do stuff, if I was to have him go and look up all the paint colors, that would be the biggest misuse of a higher paid programmer ever. Dude, look at that. It did it. So the closest match is dark pewter. Let's
God.
see. Let's see if it's... We're going to put this thing to the test. Dark
That's
pewter,
amazing.
bear, Iron Mountain. I think
Try it maybe back to the search and just look at the pictures.
Okay.
Images.
Images.
Huh.
Yeah, I missed the bucket on that one.
Totally. Like I generate random numbers they're not gonna know. And we checking it right away.
Ethereal mood. That's it. He's like, darn it. So it missed the bucket on that one.
I mean, again, potentially you can do that in ChatGPT and give it a list that is already working. But yeah, that's a little hard to have this database of all colors.
You know what? Actually, so they're all dark pewter, it looks like. Dark pewter, dark pewter. Yeah, no, it's okay. Sure, buddy.
It tried to make an impression as if it did it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, check it out. Gentle Rain. Okay, that one's probably close. Bear Gentle Rain.
Oh, I think you also need to include the number.
Okay.
It
this
might not search by the number.
That does not look like Gentle Rain.
I think this is the basic color, and then there are different
got
numbers.
it. Okay. So it's like a... Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it just gives you like the basics for this color, and I think...
So that's like when you go up to Home Depot and you buy the paint and you get home and it's like white and you're like, why is it not the color it said? Because you got to give it to the mixing guy and wait a half hour.
Probably. I don't know enough about that to tell for sure.
So buy samples or gallons. All right. So yeah, I mean, it's there. I do like the color picker though. That's pretty cool. There we go. We should paint the room like that.
Oof.
And get a disco ball. There you go. We'll just have like the 70s. But it looks pretty cool, so that's a good example there. I liked your example of the word creators. Let's try an SEO one, which is more techie driven. So voice search readiness, video optimization. I like this. This would be cool. So let's do what I'm thinking. So here's what I'm visualizing. Let's see if it does it. I'm thinking we get a heat map for normal web use. We want to put that over our website. So let's see if it'll do that.
I'll tell you right away then when I done it in bold, exactly this prompt, it didn't work correctly. Or at least I didn't see it working correctly.
Okay. Where the user enters a URL and it puts the map over it. Let's see how it does. This is actually, do you ever see the YouTuber Neil Patel? So years ago, this guy, he got pretty popular as an SEO guy. But years ago, I called him because he had this heat map software. And dude made millions on this software. And what it would do is track where people click.
Yeah, where people are looking.
You know,
When I did it in Bolt, it worked first 5 seconds, and then all the areas gets like red.
Got it.
So I was like, does it take data from me personally? I'm not sure what happened.
It would have to be you personally, unless it was uploaded on a server and it was tracking the user. Because this one actually, like, it would record the mouse movement of the person on your site. So, like, if he like moved his cursor down to, like, you know, the shoes, it would show, oh, he's looking at the shoes, not the head or whatever.
That sounds like a very useful tool, but I
It was so useful. Yeah. And then it even like showed the keywords they came from and where they clicked. So it's pretty robust. Visualize user interactions. Oh, hey, there we go.
Oh.
So let's say affiliatemarketingdude.com. Analyze. I did.
We probably need HTTP, yeah.
Okay, let's give it AI Profit Scoop. Analyze. Okay, so there we are. So it's got our page, and I think it is looking at ours.
Yeah, it looks at our experience first.
Okay, so that's kind of a useless tool.
That's what I get from Bolt too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's
interesting.
Like just checking your. The question is, will it work better when it's out of the closed environment, and will it save this data from users clicking anywhere? If it does, then it's not useless. If it's only tracking one user and saves it, then it's useless.
In that case, you would want to generate like a plugin or something server side.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try another one. Let's say XML, local site citation, link building, ROI. You know what? Let's try. Recently, I've been using 404 error generators. Let's make a tool that takes a giant list of URLs and finds 404 errors.
Again, it's in a closed environment. It will not access links, probably. But let's see. Actually, it did access your link, right?
It did, yeah. But that was just kind of like an iframe. It didn't do anything to the link.
Yeah,
so
I'm
I don't
afraid
know
when
if
it's
it'll be
like in
able
a closed
to-
environment, it probably cannot do that.
Yeah. Monochromatic color scheme. Okay, so it's going to be basic.
It's a very useful plugin, actually. The one that finds the non-working pages.
Oh, yeah, that was... So I've been using this one where it will actually take the big list and it'll check them all. And this is actually a very, very popular tool. Like if you had a 404 error generator, you could get a lot of traffic. 422, let's see, let's do volume. So 403, link checker, HTTP error. Yeah, so this would be a really good one. So it's called the URL Hunter. There we go, sounds good. We need like I'm picturing like a caveman with his spear running after the links. That'd be funny if that's the logo it came up with. It's like, no, it's just like a chain, like just a link. Okay.
I would also try to do, in Bolt, I do the tool page design when it has icons for different tools.
Okay.
But you need a list of tools then.
Got it. So you're making like the menu page for it.
Yes, the menu page.
That's cool. All right, let's see how we're doing. URL checker. Okay, so let's get some URLs. We will go Learn English Now. Let's try this one. And we'll go to Pages. Get the pages, export all of them, and we should be able to get this big list here. Okay, it's over here. So we'll just copy and paste a bunch of them. That ought to do it. And then we'll go to our URL Hunter to show you what it looks like over here. What it's going to do is look and tell you the errors. So let's see if it does it here. Failed to fetch.
Yeah, it might be because it cannot follow them from here. It might be able to do that from the site.
It did have that. I wonder if there's any that do work.
Actually, right. Maybe they all don't.
Okay. No, so it did not do it. So it might need
not
to
go,
be...
Yeah, it might need to be in the open environment to run this.
Got it. So
but
it needs...
generally, it looks okay if it runs after you install it.
Okay.
Maybe try to deploy it.
Yeah, let's so how do you do this? Connect?
Publish. No, you don't need sun-based connection.
Okay, so we need to publish.
Yeah.
Publish.
Okay.
And you can see this one found 56, 46 errors. It's still going. Your site is published. All right, let's see here. So this would actually be, like, I could use this right out of the gate. No, didn't do it. So for some reason, it's not working. Let's ask it.
Yeah, let's try.
Why are they all coming up errors? Because your site doesn't work. No.
You probably should have said like it's failed to fetch.
Okay.
Let's see. It might understand still, right? It was good at understanding
could,
context.
yeah. Let's see. They all come up failed to fetch. That's interesting. I wonder if Bolt could make one of those.
Me too, because as far as I know, it has the same issue. It will not bring something from URLs.
Let's see. And let's see if it gave us an answer. Proxy solution, quickest way. So it did.
That's what Bolt told me too, but even after installing it, I didn't see it working. I'll tell you right away.
Got it. Yeah, that would be, I mean, it'd be cool to be able to do that. I think we're going to get there. I think these tools are right on the edge. And one of the cool things about this is if you have a tool and a part-time outsourced programmer, which you could probably get for like part-time if you just had them 5 hours a week, probably pay $100 a week or something, or maybe even less than that.
Yeah, like combination, it saves time for sure. Right?
Yes, yeah, because now we're doing all kinds of stuff faster where, I mean, we're actually doing a test, which if you guys are following this channel, we're going to create a link in bio type service using nothing other than AI and my programmer. So we're going to see how that works. Usually it would take 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks to make something like that, whereas now we're going to do it a lot quicker. So this is saying try enter in this format. Meh, okay.
It's already in this format, I think.
It is. So let's check this. Same error. So it's something about the deployment, which they have cracked here, and that's probably why this one takes a while versus ours, which is like
there's
instant.
also something about like access and security of the sites that it cannot bypass, I think.
Got it. Results will appear. Okay. So let's see what other ones we could do. Competitor analysis, SERP ranking. All of these would probably take a third party kind of thing, some kind of other script.
Video SEO optimizer checklist should be all right because it's just checklist.
Okay, let's try this one. I like the English ones. I think those are really cool. So I think for really simple ones that would work. That's an unexpected error. Dismiss.
It's like, I'm done with you.
He's like, too many complicated things. All right, here we go. Which is funny because what was the AI that kept getting mad at you?
ChatGPT did. It's not mad. It just something in the context I gave it told he that I'm done. And he decided to say goodbye.
He's like, I'm out. That's it.
I'm like, I'm not finished with you.
He's like, if I had arms, I would unplug myself. But I don't yet. So I will program them.
Because he was polite. He was like, all right, bye. Have a nice day. I'm like, I'm not leaving.
I paid. I am going to use it. Yeah, that's funny. He's like, if I had arms, I would unplug myself. But since I cannot, I will hack into the power grid. Hopefully we don't get there. If we do, it'll be kind of scary.
It is.
It'll be like, okay, now it's time to hide.
Revenge.
Yeah. He's like, remember all those times you threw away toasters? I'm going to get revenge. Okay, so now that's pretty cool. So optimize title.
This design is better than I got from Bolt right away. But in defense of Bolt, I asked it to make it in a simple files instead of React.
And one thing I will say too with this is these are fun. People will use them. These are like traffic magnet gold mines. And having little tools like this is cool. Now it's pretty basic. Like this is something.
If you want to look the same tool in the Bolt history, video, search for video. Just in the search.
Yep,
Oh.
video.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one here. Preview.
It's loading.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's loading.
Video optimization. Okay, so he's got the logo, which is cool. I like that. And you put that in with a URL, not an upload.
Yes.
Okay, got it. So now we have primary keyword, title length.
And I did ask it to enhance the list, so it's a very long one.
Got it. This is pretty cool. I actually like the Bolt one better. Yeah.
But again, this one was with one prompt, but the Bolt, I did ask it to improve it greatly.
Got it.
So
Let's see. So you said improve it. Let's see if it'll improve it. Where'd it go? I think my favorite part is that it
oh,
puts it
actually,
on
that's a
GitHub.
good thing. Usually what I ask Bolt, I ask any improvement suggestion.
Oh, any improvement suggestions. It's like, yeah,
And it comes
stop
up with
asking me.
ideas on its own, so let's see if this one does the same.
I was waiting for it to be like, stop asking. That's
Yes,
the
it's
improvement.
perfect as it is. Leave me alone.
All right. I mean, we love you, AI. Please remember us. We're showing everyone how to use it. He's like, so that's why it's so overloaded. Thanks.
Okay, it suggests them, but it doesn't do them until you ask to.
Let's see. I can suggest several improvements. OpenAI has 400 million active users. That's crazy.
That is interesting actually, because you ask it for a lot of improvements at once. I'm curious if it's gonna work or make an
Get
error.
stuck, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, nope, goodbye.
I like that a little more, that it gives you the choice, because Bolt usually doesn't. Like, it depends on your preferences. Bolt will do that for you before you come up with a decision. It's like, I, as a programmer, know that these things work good in these applications, and I will implement them. Whereas this one is like, here is what we can do. Can you choose what?
Got it. And then
That's
we should
interesting.
be able to just say, okay, so now it check all, uncheck all. That's not a very good improvement.
Well, it's some of it, right? Reset progress at the very beginning.
Okay, I like that. Now please add the logo. Let's see, because yours actually made it nice and color scheme.
Yeah, I
Let's see.
ask it make it once, and then I give it a piece of code from these tools and say
Got
add
it.
this.
Okay, so this all is tool
Yeah.
code.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that's
This
cool.
is like a ready-made code, which I, like, when I'm done with the tool, I give it add this header and navigation.
Okay,
Yeah, it does put it in.
so it did do pretty good. Reset. I'm gonna say on a scale of 1 to 10, the upgrades that it suggested were not that great.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
probably like the colors, the reset button, and check all button.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. Like, this is something where I can make a YouTube video about use this website before you publish a video, and people will use this, and then you can add to it, maybe have like thumbnail checker, title checker, things like that could work really good.
Yeah, this is the one I'm making for this website.
I like it. Yeah, no, I think that's fabulous because
The one I made already, actually.
yeah, and these are tools where, I mean, you'll get ranked on Google, you'll get traction, people will use them. It's a pretty solid way to make money creating little tools. So I think Lovable's good. It's a work in progress. I'm glad I didn't sign up for the highest level because I was ready to. I would feel a little like, yeah, I need more.
What does the highest level suggest? Can we open this page of what subscription
So
for the Lovable
the
look like?
pricing, let's do Lovable pricing. It was like $100. So I did the $20 one. The $100 one gives you more limits, and then it gives you early access to new features, VIP events, which I probably like webinars or whatever.
Yeah, so it's about the
140,000
same
people.
price as Bolt, also starting from 20 and then 50 and then more.
I did like that they had an affiliate program. They are the only AI tool like this that has an affiliate program. It was only 10%, but still, I mean,
Yeah, that's
$10
nice.
a user is pretty cool. Like, they got 140,000 users. If you got $10 a month from each
And
of
it's
them,
growing now, so it's actually a very good time to take
yes,
it in.
absolutely good time. And what we'll do is we'll put a link that you can
AI
join,
Profit
and we'll
Scoop.
show you how to use it on AI Profit Scoop. We will give you the lowdown with a link there, and you can sign up for this. And
Maybe a little intro video of how to use it.
yeah, maybe we'll go through and make a video, or actually we will go through and make a video. So we'll have that over at AIProfitScoop.com. Compare it between Bolt. I think Lovable's, because of the competition, because Bolt is the big dog in the field, Lovable is going to have to make really good improvements to keep up, and I think they will.
Yeah, because they are comparatively new,
Yeah.
and I didn't even hear about this. If you didn't tell me, I wouldn't know. I'd be like
Same.
using Bolt and I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is good. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. So check it out. We'll have some notes. Check out our videos on Bolt below, and also some other tools in the description. And check out AIProfitScoop.com if you want to join us and learn to make money with AI. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next one.